Ever wonder why you keep failing? Why no matter how hard you try, it feels like the universe is against you? What if I told you failure isn't your enemy, it's your greatest teacher? Here's the truth. Failure is inevitable. Every hero, every legend, every person who's ever achieved something great has failed. But here's the difference. They didn't let failure define them. They used it as fuel. Failure doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're trying, and every time you fail, you're one step closer to breaking through. But only if you keep going. Think about it. What if the greatest heroes gave up after their first failure? What if the legends quit when things got tough? What if you gave up now? The story ends where you stop fighting. Failure is not the end, it's the setup for your comeback. Every loss, every mistake, every moment you feel like quitting, that's where greatness is born. So, the next time you fail, don't ask, why me? Ask, what can I learn? Because every failure is a lesson. Every setback is a setup. And every time you rise, you're one step closer to becoming the hero of your own story. Keep fighting, keep failing, keep rising. Because the only way to truly lose is to give up. But let's be real. Failure doesn't always feel like a learning opportunity. Sometimes it just feels awful. And that's because of fear. Fear of judgment, fear of disappointment, or even fear of success. Psychologists call this fear of failure, and it can paralyze us before we even try. Think about it. How many times have you avoided taking a risk because you were scared of failing? Failure is inevitable if you want to grow. The key is to reframe it as feedback, not a final verdict. This brings us to mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe their abilities are set in stone, so failure feels like a dead end. But those with a growth mindset see failure as a stepping stone to improvement. So ask yourself, do you see failure as the end of the road or just a detour? Your answer might determine how far you go. Of course, failure isn't always about us. Sometimes external factors play a huge role, like a toxic environment, lack of resources, or even bad timing. The important thing is to recognize what's within your control and what's not. You can't control everything, but you can control how you respond, and that's where your power lies. Here's a powerful perspective shift. Every failure is just a step in the puzzle. When you zoom out, you realize each piece adds to something bigger. The failures aren't what define you, how you choose to move forward is. Success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about pushing through it, no matter how hard it gets. Persistence is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Keep going, even when it feels like the odds are against you. Pain and failure are often seen as the enemy. But in reality, they're the crucible in which greatness is forged. Every setback strengthens you for the next level. Remember, you don't grow in